Okay, Stellar Lumen to the dollar, XLM. I'm using the Bittrex price feed. I think Stellar looks very nice. It's going to get a groove back. First thing I usually do is I go to a 4-hour or daily time frame, and then I start drawing lines for patterns. I find pattern recognition to be extremely valuable, especially when you combine it with Elliott waves. So apparently there's a big triangle going on here. And the apex of that triangle is right where the two lines intersect. I'm from under my pattern recognition. I'm from the older school. I learned from the 7th edition. The Edwards and McGee 7th edition, which I got back in 1997. While I have not reviewed the 10th current edition, I'm sure there are differences on how it is explained today versus back then. The way I learned it, the apex, but where two lines of the triangle intersect is quite significant, because as the price approaches the apex, as you can see, a lot of sellers here, they drove it down, they tried it again, until no more sellers are left. There is a finite number of sellers, and they do run out. Nothing goes on forever. And as the sellers run out, and as the price gets contained within a contracting set of lines, its mobility decreases severely. That is why you also see probably, a very sizable decline in volume. It's down to nothing, trickle. Then I draw my Elliott waves. Wave 1. This was talk about a hurry up and wait. Very long. Correction. 2, 0, 3, 4, and 5. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how do I label this triangle? Well, yes, there are other ways of drawing this triangle, I am aware. But for now, I'm going to select this as the preference. So A, B, C, D, E. And in an A, B, C, D, E, each needs to have 3 subwaves. 3, 3, 3, 3. So that comes out as an A, B, C, D, I'm sorry, A, B, C. So here's A, B, C for A, subwaves of A. A, B, C also for the red B. And A, B, C for the red C. And of course, ABC for the red D. This is why they call it 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 5 waves with each having 3 subwaves is what a triangle makes up. So what does this mean? Look at the volume, is nothing. Price is pretty proximal. Very close to the apex. So closer it gets, the more agitated the whole thing becomes, and you're going to get a price explosion. And I believe that'll look something like this. 1, 2 will almost come back down to the line. 3 will reach here about to a 4. And 5 will be 1.5 to 1.618. I freehand drew this, so to you cynics and critics out there, don't peg me on this. I mean, I get corrected all the time by eliticians. You put two eliticians in a room and they'll start arguing in a minute. There's more than one way to count the same count. What I quite often see is many eliticians trying to count cryptos just exactly the same as equities. And if you've counted equities for a few good number of years, and then you come suddenly to cryptosphere, there are certain inherent personality differences. And you can't necessarily overlay a cookie cutter equity-based guidance completely on to cryptos without taking into account potential differences. So this is the Elliott wave that I would put in. And that means we have a target 0.84 for wave 5, 0.71 for wave 3. That means we are looking at a 168% profit potential. Here is the daily MACD for Stellar Lumen. You've got continuous on the red histogram, you have continuous higher lows. And I believe this could turn around. If that price explosion happens, this could turn around, cross the zero line and above, go positive. This is the 12-day. Then the 26-day, which lags, will go positive as well. Now, this is a very rough approximation, but the general trend of the MACD would probably look like this if and once the price explosion happens. In fact, I would bring all of this tighter, closer. Now, actually, I'm sorry, I should bring all of this to the right. But we can fix that now. Do not count the time frame of this. All of this should be more to the May, June, April, May time frame. But as soon as we get the first breakout, we can readjust everything else. I focus mostly on the accuracy of the price projection, not so much on the time projection. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And also, I would like to see if you can consider an upvote Also consider adding steam power. You go to the market, buy steam, and add it to your Steam wallet in your Steemit account, and power up by converting that steam to steam power. And that way, whatever votes you give up or down will have greater impact. When there are 0 steam powers in your wallet, when there are 0 steam powers in your wallet, then any upvotes or downvotes have minimal impact. So something for you to consider. Thank you and have a good day.